GT.
Rah, my people ready, about to get it in. Yeah.
What's good, everybody? This is Excess, singer-songwriter, mixed couples advocate, award-winning movie producer, and I'm here with GT Visions Productions and Peace of Mind, and we're right here about to make history. Let's go!
Yeah, it's Jimmy Neutron, GT Vision Productions, Peace of Mind Show. Today's guest is XS, international pop artist, and he's going to tell us about what he's been working on and what he's up to. Tell us a little bit about what you've been working on.
All right, well, first off, thanks for having me at the show.
It's a pleasure, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. So a little bit about what I'm doing is, first off, I'm a singer-songwriter, and but I'm not doing like the everyday stuff with the pop and dance and all that. What I do is I do music dedicated to mixed couples. And the reason why I'm doing that music specifically is because I'm in a mixed relationship myself. I'm from the Middle East, and she's from Central Asia. And basically what happened was we kind of went through a lot of discrimination, especially from my side, because as you know, in the Middle East, they're a little bit conservative with stuff like that. And I've noticed in light of all that, and it wasn't just because of the relationships, but it's also about with the discrimination that's going on here in the U.S. and in Palestine and Israel, in Europe and all that, and it just inspired me to do some music, to unite all of us together and to spread the message that the heart does not see race, faith, or culture. The heart just feels another's heartbeat. In light of everything that's been going on that we've been seeing in the news lately, everything that happened in France, and unfortunately the terrorism acts that's going on. It just inspired me to do so and to do this project. And what better way to do it than with a loving relationship with somebody of a different culture or of a different race or faith.
So what projects are you working on so far? I mean, who you plan on working with to this upcoming season?
Well, right now I finished this Trilogy project. What I did was I told my story split into 3 songs. How I did it was it's kind of like Lord of the Rings, how it was one story split into 3 movies, yeah. But I did it in a song format. And I actually worked on this with my producer DG Main and his team, fantastic team. And we did it in such a unique way because, of course, I'm being Middle Eastern, I wanted to incorporate my culture in there as well. So the music, first off, is very unique, which is a blend of Western music. It could be, a Western genre like dance, pop, R&B, mixed with Middle Eastern music. And I sang a little bit of Arabic here and there, just to incorporate my culture in there. So I worked with them on that. They did a fantastic job. It was, it took a little while to get done.
So yeah. So being from Dubai, one of the richest places in the world, how does it feel, to be an artist, and what inspires you to be an artist, coming from Dubai and coming to New York, to America, to New York City, and and being a successful artist so far? What inspired you?
It's just the inspirational stories that you hear over here. You know what I mean? It's you hear people coming from rags to riches, hustling, and people giving one another an opportunity. Unfortunately, we don't get that, such opportunities in Dubai, especially in the entertainment industry. I haven't been there quite some time, so it might have changed then. But from when I was there, trying to be a musician and doing my thing over there, it wasn't as easy. I would have to be based either in America or Canada for me to be successful there. Because I remember one time I was sending my music to radio stations, and the access to the DJs over there is pretty easy. It's not as hard as it is over here.
Okay.
But the problem was, they were telling me, oh, you're not an established artist, or you don't have a label, or you're not based here or there, you're not based in America or Canada. So it was very, very tough for me to do what I wanted to do over there. So, I had a good job over there. I had a good job. I had a good living over there. But I decided, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I sacrificed all that to come here
You got a better
And-
opportunity, or you got a better opportunity here.
Right, exactly. I felt like I could get a better opportunity over here.
Okay.
You know, it was a big sacrifice, and you know, thank God, everything, you know, as the years went by, I've started establishing myself, and you know, building my building the empire of sorts. You know, so yeah.
Now you have a track called "Let It Go."
Right.
They got 32,000 hits, something like that.
36,000.
36,000 hits. What made? I mean, who was you working on with that? How did that come about? What made you come out with that track?
Well, I was originally working again with DG Main and his production team. So I was talking to him at one point, and you know, while I wanted to do a Middle Eastern based project, I didn't feel like anybody was ready to see me in that format. So I wanted to do something that was kind of basic. It's like a door opener for others to know who I am. Kind of like how Lady Gaga started with, like, you know, the generic pop, and then she did her own thing.
Yeah.
You know, or Outkast doing their own, you know, something generic, and then branching out to their own thing. So one of the tracks that DG had was a track called Let It Go, and I really loved the power, the energy in it. Exactly, yeah, I loved the energy in it. And I told him, you know, how about we work on this one together, you know, and we started working on it together, and it felt like it felt like the right track to open doors for me, and you know, and I felt like, you know, with everything that happened with that track, it led to people knowing me further, who I am, and to change a little, you know, now that you know who I am and what I'm capable of doing, here's what I really want to do.
Okay.
That's basically
It's a door opener.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so basically you have another track, right?
Mm-hmm.
And multiple tracks, and also you're selling your stuff on iTunes.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm gonna be purchasing it today, so you know, because I like the music.
Thank you,
know
man.
what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
it, man.
So yeah, the track "You and I Forever." So what inspired you to do that track as well?
Well, yeah. Well, "You and I Forever" is actually part of that trilogy that I mentioned earlier, the Mixed Couples trilogy. And that's the track out of all the, you know, from the 3-part trilogy that really discusses, you know, the discrimination is like, I don't care what anybody thinks about this relationship. All I care about is her, you know, and and the main reason I released that one and not the others was because, again, that was it was very powerful, and because it felt like a movie, I felt like I can do so much more with it, because, you know, having musical scores and stuff like that, you know, I can do like a unique lyric video, which is what I did with this, where I had different mixed couples, be it interracial, intercultural, lip sync the chorus, and I had that song playing, and it just gave it more of an impact. So I felt like with that impact, I can do a lot more with the trilogy, and that's why right now I'm getting ready to shoot a short film based on that trilogy, and basically part 3, "You and I Forever," was a ticket to do so. And I also just recently launched an Indiegogo campaign to help fund the trilogy, so hopefully I can you know, get the ball rolling with that, and hopefully get it released within the next few months or so.
Yeah. So what are the greatest aspects and you're facing right now in the industry as an artist, and what are you facing so far?
Getting an opportunity or getting a chance. You know, some people do believe in me, and you know, as I mentioned, in Dubai, for example, I didn't get any opportunities whatsoever. But over here, I do have opportunities, but you know, there's still, you know, that aspect of people, you know,
Discriminating.
well, yeah, kind of not discriminating, but it's like not understanding me. You know, yeah, and there's like, you know, not having the right community back me up, you know, because, you know, over here you have, you know, the African Americans, you know, the hip hop and R&B backing them up, you know, and then you have the techno, you know, the techno people, they have that, the pop people, they have that, but you know, with what I have to do, that community or that support is not there, if not very little, you know. So that was one of the biggest aspects, and for me to bring it to other demographics is very difficult. You know, of course, the people that are bigger in the entertainment industry, you know, not all of them happen to be if any happen to be Middle Eastern. So for me to show it to you know, someone of a Hispanic origin or an African American origin, or you know, or like
Jewish.
Right, Jewish origin, you know, they cannot understand what I do. So it's very difficult for me to actually show what I can do, and that's why I always do these door openers, which I mentioned before.
Yeah, yeah.
And through those door openers, I can lead. It can lead to other things, and it can give me a chance for me to talk to them, and tell them what I
Now,
can do.
on your video, on one of your, a couple of videos, you have your girlfriend. That's your girlfriend, right?
Right. Yes.
And what made you bring your girlfriend in the video? I mean, what was the?
She's the inspiration behind all this.
Okay.
You know, ever since I've been with her for over a year and a half now, and ever since I've been with her, like, you know, I've been just a lot more inspired and a lot more creative with everything that I do. You know, some of the projects that I did, for example, was on Instagram. I had this thing called MCM, Mixed Couples Monday. You know, not to, you know, confuse it with Man Crush Mondays.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it has nothing to do with that. But I use that hashtag because since it's already popular,
Yeah.
I use that. But instead I put Mixed Couples Mondays, and what I do is I find different mixed couples and I feature them on my Instagram and all my other social medias, and in return I give them a free copy of You and I Forever, which is part 3 of the trilogy. So you know, so I can raise awareness and I can get that community to back me up with everything that I do. You know, because because in the end, also at the same time, I don't like to say that it was me who did all this. I always like to say we. You know, we did it. We did all this together. We worked on that. We worked on that because I truly believe that you cannot do everything on your own. You know, so so I did that, and then there's this other project that I'm doing right now. Also, it's called Tuesday Talks, where every Tuesday I would just just talk in front of the camera and just share some wisdom and share some experiences that I went through, and let people learn from my mistakes or learn from what I've seen, because I went through a lot in my lifetime, be it me personally or I've seen people go through something, and they shared with me how they felt about it, so I want to share that.
So you're educating
Right.
the people.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely.
And enlighten them about this mixed couple thing, and people how to deal with certain things, aspects in life, egos, like the ego. Everyone has an ego.
Right.
So, it's very smart what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because now you're also educating the younger crowd too.
Right.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Coming up in the world.
Right.
So basically it was a pleasure to have you, man.
Thank you, man.
And I love your music.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man.
I want you to keep doing your thing. Yeah, so what's next to come, man, with your project?
Well, besides the music thing, I'm also gonna do some other movies as well. We're currently working on a second film, which is a faith-based film called The Turnaround, and because we've had a lot of goodwill from our first feature film. We won a couple of awards with our first feature film, Breaking Point. We won Best Feature Film at the October Film Festival and Best Editing at Pocono Mountains Film Festival, and that has opened a lot more doors for us to allow bigger opportunities for the second film. So we're working on that right now, still in very very early developments, but it's coming along pretty well. I'm also a co-founder of a new event called the Gifted Showcase.
Wow.
We started that in September with 2 partners, April and Janelle. And we have it every month and a half. So that showcase has definitely been a blessing, because not only has it been like something that I can be proud of, like helping other artists as well, but it's been something that I can establish myself and my partners, to open other doors for us as well. As you know, you have the SOBs, the BET Music Matters. They're very demanding with the requests and stuff, and they usually go for the bigger artists. But we're creating a platform for up and coming artists who want to take their talents to the next step, or try to network with the right people, and we're opening that for them right now. Yeah. So our next event is actually taking place on May 11th at La Rev as well. Yeah.
Definitely gonna be there.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah.
So you have a social media, a site where people could contact, the followers could contact you, these viewers?
Absolutely, yeah. If you want to find out more about me, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube / The Artist XS. Again, it's Facebook. Again, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Just type in / The Artist XS. You can find all my stuff. You can find all my projects, all my videos, and all my updates on my upcoming projects. And if you want to help out with the short film part of the Desert Trilogy campaign on Indiegogo, you can go to Indiegogo.com, search for Heart of the Desert Trilogy. There you can go and fund the campaign and help us spread the word of unity and spread the message that the heart does not see race, faith, or culture. The heart just feels another's heartbeat.
They're on the outside looking in. They will never understand our love, no. More than a best friend. And I love you till the end of time. Only thing that matters is you and I never knew true love could be mine. Tell me I'm the only one for you. I will never stop loving you. It's just you and I don't really care what they say. It's just you and I know our love won't fade away. It's just you and I got the key to my heart, babe. It's just you and I, you and I forever. Hayati ya qalbi ya umri. They say your love ain't forever. They say I'm no good. They say we won't last together. Our love won't be understood. She won't look me in the eye. He won't even shake my hand. But baby, one day they'll understand. What matters is that you're here with me. Baby, be all mine. Be my everything. Tell me I'm the only one for you. I will never stop loving you.
I'm like light in a bottle, ignite expensive like 5 bottles. Fuckin' with a light skin model who like running with a guy on the mic with the power. I ain't sight you cowards, make motherfuckers think twice when they get clobbered. Dealing with a slight switch and I might flip if anybody think about kicking my tower.